God might as well call us Wendy's. We 4 for 4, baby.
Come on. Hello.
4 for 4. What
And
we
we're not
talking
talking about the
about?
bad news number 4, huh?
No, not that one. Thanks for
Yeah.
the clarification.
Yeah.
Squadkast TV, we here, huh? Got my bro, half Italian Springz TV in the building.
Hello.
Y'all already know who I am, DJ the Capo, the modest one. Okay. Make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to AJ, Big Mod Mafia in the building.
He's
you
in
know
the building. Let's go.
Shout out to all the mods. Matter of fact, we got AJ, of course, huh? We got Will, the creator of the URL app, huh?
Stay there.
Crown Vic, Victorious Life Network, you know what I'm saying? Double B, First Lady of Squadkast TV, IAS Music, Bryce, Iowa Block Radio. Let's go. Huh? Let's go. Shout out to all the countries that's rocking with us.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? Like we are a national show. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know, battle rap visuals in the building.
Oh yeah.
And Daylight still and Daylight still off beat.
Still off beat. Huh?
That's wild. That's wild.
Nothing changes.
We got a lot to talk about. Y'all see the title. We talking battle rap and boxing with Norbes. You know what I'm saying? Norbes hopefully will be in the building. He shared the flyer. He commented on the joint. Y'all seen him agree to the show just the other day on when we was live. All right. So Norbes is definitely gonna be in the building.
Shout out to Big Cuz.
Shout out to Two for making that happen. Shout out to Norbes for, you know what I'm saying, being gracious enough to give us his time to be able to talk battle rap and boxing. But until Norbes get in the building, Danny Myers, you responding out here to you shooting shots at Lux? Huh?
Oh no.
You didn't think we saw that?
No, we not.
Huh? You sending shots at Joey and Lux? Okay, Danny, I see you. Okay.
Rocks at the sun.
Okay. Huh? We got a full card. A full card. Shout out to Now or Never 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That goes down July 26th, 824 Alabama Avenue, Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, okay.
New York, Brooklyn, stand up. You already know what's going down. That card is fire.
That's nice.
We definitely gonna talk about that until Norbes get in the building. You know what I'm saying? And a bevy of other things. I mean, you know, battle rap is the gift that keeps on giving. There's always something that we could talk about. I don't know what your favorite bloggers doing, but we doing our thing. You feel me? Huh? You know what I'm saying? And we're not sending shots out of nobody. We just proving the point that we can really do this shit at a high level. We can do this shit every day if we want to.
Come on.
Okay. Get in tune with the Get in Tunes. Hello.
Hello.
That's the only thing President Dub's good for. Hello.
We're not doing that. We're not doing this.
I had to. What you said in the chat, I was like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Hello. You know, they're gonna be up here hashtagging hello.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Appreciate everybody tuning in. All right. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us on Facebook too. You know what I'm saying? We definitely can't forget that platform. Salute to everybody.
That's a fact. Shout out to TK.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Appreciate
what
you do. Hello.
Okay. We got a new entry into the fight. Danny Myers has officially stepped in the building.
Danny the Myers,
according to Smack.
Dion in the building.
Dion in the building. 1 penny, 1 cent. I love you, cuz. Legend has in Norbes' tooth.
Oh, nah.
If that's the case, that he real spiffy with having both them accounts at the same time in the comments and all that.
We not doing that.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Danny the Myers, what do you think you doing, sir?
Who are you, sir?
Huh? You think you can entitled enough to want to step in the ring and you want to send shots at Lux just because I know you want to battle Beloved and all that? Then you send the shots at Joey, huh? You defending the West Coast? I like that.
There we go.
I like that. This is what battle rap needs. I seen a tweet from Easy the Block Captain talking about all this rapping got me want to rap. I seen Tay Rock talking about how he want to rap.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it's
how
looking
bad
good.
Do you want to rap though?
Okay, in the building. How you doing? Huh?
Relax. Hello, Special K. Hello.
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 All right. The family is in the building, huh?
Why did your voice change? I don't like that. What was that? What was that?
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's go.
Let's go.
Danny, I like what you did, sir. You spent your first part of the song talking about Joey and New York and all that. Then you switched up to the second part. You're addressing Beloved and all. Okay.
How many albums Danny got?
How many albums?
Yeah. Exactly. We don't care, Danny the Myers.
I mean, unofficial.
You losing the question of Cody, huh?
Oh,
do you? How dare you even have this conversation?
Go.
Throw rocks at the sun.
Go.
How dare you think you can talk to Beloved like that? You lose the people that don't even matter, huh?
Mm-hmm.
People that don't ever make the Cody.
Mm-hmm.
You want Loaded Lux?
Nasty.
The air's thin over here. Hello?
Nasty word.
What are we doing?
Like I think you're trying to infringe on your man's battle that he's trying to have, meaning Daylight. You know, Daylight and Lux have been in talks for years. Danny, you really wasn't in the picture like that. I know that you've always said you wanted to battle Lux, and Lux is running and all that stuff, and legends come outside. I hear what you're saying. Shout out, Danny. I'm not shitting on you. I'm just saying. I see what you. But look, man.
Stay out the way.
Just let Daylight and Lux have their thing. You can get your opportunity. The tracks fire.
Reply? Should Lux reply to that?
I don't. He might if
No
Lux
way.
like rapping, he might. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know though. You know what I'm saying? When Joey Badass give you the call, I was like, okay, you come outside for that.
Right, but who's next? JC? What are we doing? What are we doing here? This is not good. Danny, stay outside. I can see if Lux called you out. I can see that. Yeah. I can see if Lux went crazy or anything like that.
I didn't hear no Danny Myers reference in Lux's bars on the Joey Badass John. Respectfully.
Not at all. We watch you lose early in the day. Huh? You having debatables with an Aaron Sawyer, sir? Hello? Yeah. Okay. We're here.
But the bars Danny had was fire though. And it's funny how they hit extra hard today when he had them Cassie lines. And hey.
And I'll give you that.
I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. But Danny, I like what you're doing. I just think you might have went a little too far. Because if Beloved, hey, I'm telling you right now, you don't want that. Look, Beloved's outside for Daylight right now.
Right.
You'll get smoked later.
He got invited for that. Like, huh? You know how many people call out Loaded Lux on a daily basis?
On a daily? You think you're the only one that feel like they deserving? Huh?
We're not doing that. Nah.
You got people like Tay Rock that said, I never battle Loaded Lux. Out of respect. Because we know what Lux did for Rock. Lions Den, hello.
Right, hello. Yeah.
Gave Rock a cosign, hello.
Hello. Big cosign. He was just a young bull. He was a that freak bull back then. Yeah. That's the bull.
Hold on. Danny needs to give it up. Lux will never battle him or JC.
Never.
But see the thing though, cuz I thought JC actually had a chance until Surf kicked his ass. Like I literally thought JC had a chance until the Wave whitewashed them out of there. It was over. It was ugly. Like JC
and Lux was there.
That's the thing. And you figure Lux feel like, well, I bodied Surf. However you want to look at that, that's probably how he feels because he did win. Clear. Right? So in his mind, he probably, man, I just bodied this man, and you calling for me, and you getting 30? Because JC's best round was his first round in that bout. When he did the whole swear to God shit with the PPP loan, and Surf got his hands in everything except the people who shot him. And I mean, he was talking to Surf up there in that first round. He was. But after that, he started dancing with the pop locking shit and all that. I was like, what is JC doing? You ain't rerun. You ain't doing good times. That shit ain't dynamite.
Yeah.
Nasty work. But yo, who else you think might get into? Because I mean, people got, I don't want to say beefs or nothing like that, but you remember how it was a few years ago when everybody was doing the shots fired? I think we right back at that era now. I think we right back there.
Yeah, remember when Easy did? Now y'all know I hate Easy.
But Top Tier diss?
Top Tier definitely brought everybody outside. But now listen, unless they call you, do not jump in this fire. Okay? Do not jump in this type of fire. Right now, what they doing is top tier.
Upper echelon.
Upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? They're in the mountains. You know what I'm saying? They're not just outside, they upstairs. You know what I'm saying? So Danny, respect to you.
There's no gravity where these guys are at.
Respect to you, but it felt like it was kind of like a little clickbaitish. A little
I don't know. That John got 26,000 views, bro. That's a lot.
On what platform?
On Danny Myers' channel. That's how I seen it. And that was this morning. I mean, I don't know how many views he got now, but he had 26,000 views on that John when I seen it earlier.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. Like people, and then I looked at the comments and they was like, oh yeah. They was saying, bro, they said this is what Daylight should have did.
That's true, AJ. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I didn't see him posted on IG. I'm pretty sure it is on IG. But I just happened to catch that joint on YouTube. I'll
definitely check it out. That's a
now due to copyrights. Apparently these days we can't play the John, but everybody else can play the John, but we can't play the John because every time we play the John, I get the email from YouTube that's not so nice.
Flag on the play.
Exactly. So I don't know what they doing and how they doing it, but it's nasty work.
Okay, AJ. I haven't listened to it there.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that's how I got it. It was from AJ. No diddler.
AJ be sending me all different types of files from. I just seen twerking.
We might have put AJ on staff. No cap.
I just saw that twerking Prez Mafia happening now. I'm excited about that.
Oh man, you come on, man.
What happened?
You letting the cat out the bag? That was to be discussed later.
Oh, I apologize, man. I apologize.
It's all good. It's my brother. I love him.
I apologize.
Players fuck up. We all fuck up. It happens. Yeah. And I can't say he did that because he didn't know. I was really just trying to keep that on. I mean, it happens.
Okay.
It happens. But yeah, that joint got 26,000 views, and I'm pretty sure it probably got more. To be honest with you,
Myers. Let's see.
Danny the Myers. I mean,
I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna play it, but I just want to see how many views it got.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm
none of those views. Like that's nasty work. I'm none of those views,
bro. He got 34,000 views.
Yeah,
dropped 19 hours ago.
LA State of Mind.
That's more than some of these people's battles.
More than his battles. Shit. LA State of Mind.
Yeah.
There's no parallel universe that can save Joey. West Coast is up.
That's what they saying, and they quoting his bars. They said Danny started rubbing his hands like Birdman as soon as he heard Lux say it.
Nah.
Dead ass. Pull up in the Kango with something in the pouch for Joey. That's fire. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fire. Danny was going in.
Like that. I can't hear it. Like, legit.
I'm in the comments. These people are quoting Danny's bars in the comments. I'll pull up in a Kango with something in the pouch for Joey. Do I have to break that down, or are we smart enough to? I think we're smart enough.
I get it. But the NyQuil line, sleep, NY plus Quill, daylight. NyQuil.
The only thing I hate about this is that Cash Bars is whack. Is gonna swear he brought the disc records back.
I swear he is. I was the energy boy.
I knew Cassie. Somebody's gonna say Cassie's gonna take credit for this. No cap. If he been loaded for 20 years, he ain't shot none. Oh my God.
Oh, some dude on here saying, "Yo, who the F is this? And why you snap so effing hard?"
Yo, he said, I raised 10 kids my whole life. I dealt with badasses. Joey.
Joey doesn't need to respond to this.
No, he don't.
He got too many people. He got too many people. He worry about. It's supposed to be Joey versus TBE.
Yeah, but you just can't ignore somebody that got 34,000 views from dissing you, son. You can't do that.
They do it all the time.
It'd be different if Danny just got like 5,000 or something like that. We're talking about almost a 50 piece.
Remember when Joe Budden won that Kendrick Lamar? He never responded.
But that's Kendrick, though. That's different. Kendrick's up here.
Joey's up here. He's on power. What are we doing? Joey's on power.
Pump it up. That's all he got. That's all he got. That's all. No disrespect, because I know what happened to Joey. I know he had the voice shit.
Yep.
And the label kept trying to make him go on tour.
Okay.
And every time he kept rapping, I know.
Yeah.
So I ain't trying to shit on him. But that was his only, respectfully.
Hold on, I'm about to send another message, bro.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know who gonna be next in the bar wars, but it's damn sure getting interesting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm loving every minute of it as a supporter of the culture and a supporter of hip hop. Dead ass.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, on to the next one. Shout out to Now or Never 3. Brooklyn, stand up. Yo, this card is fire. Dead ass. When I start naming some of the announcements, y'all gonna be like, okay. Now, I don't know if all these Johns is if these is 1-rounders or 3-rounders, because there's a healthy amount. And I'm not sure if it's either. I don't know if it's a 2-day event either. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. But you got T-Top versus Fonz, T-Rex versus Steams, Big K versus Tink the Demon, Clips versus Loso,
yeah,
Ill Will versus Cortez. Shout out Bodega. You know what I'm saying? Hollow the Denon and You Snow That versus Chef Trez. You got Arsenal versus Real Deal, Sway versus Av, Shotgun Shugs on the card. I think is that Gorilla Monsoon? J Murder. Yo, this card is fire.
Look at Kenny, man.
You know, hey, Kenny,
relax, Kenny.
You know that.
Know what? You know what I'm saying? Know what?
Hey, you know that.
You know that he's gonna lose.
What you mean?
He gonna lose.
What you mean?
Chef about to cook him.
Man, you sound like you hating, bro.
He's not
like
good.
You hating, bro.
Hollow ain't good.
You sound like a hater.
Hollow ain't good, man.
Sound like a hater.
Hollow ain't been good since
Rex going wild steams up. Hey, it's some battles on this card, bro.
You know Rex is gonna wild him up. Hello, you know where it's at.
I mean,
they asked Presidential Dubs to battle Lux, but
Steams is at home. He's from Brooklyn.
Yeah. What that
Hollow
mean?
been trash for a decade now. Damn.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Hollow been garbage juice. That man's name is Split Splash, man. What we talking about?
That's nasty work.
Nigel. That's him, right?
Yeah, Nigel.
Yeah.
Nigel.
Thornberry.
LOM. Loyalty over money. You know that.
That's math thing right now. Ain't that math now?
You couldn't wait to say that. You low down dirty. You couldn't wait to say that. How long you been keeping that in the tuck? Loso in the building. And we ain't talking about the battler, Loso, who's battling Clip.
Loso, 205, stand up though.
Alabama in the building. You
Yeah,
feel me?
205, stand up.
All right, let's talk about it real quick. T-Top versus Fonz. I like this matchup. I do like this matchup. Fonz, you've been kind of regular. T-Top, you got people saying you lost to J2, brother.
Yeah,
that's disgusting. I don't even know what to make of that. Stay there.
Also, relax.
Stay there.
Relax before you get.
Stay there, Loso.
You have a choice. Hello. What are we talking about? The greatest, the biggest, the largest, the fastest.
Hey, no. You have a choice, okay?
No, sir. We can go like, what is Loso thinking? Hello? The greatest, huh?
We're not doing this.
What are we talking about?
I'm not gonna let you get up here and talk that.
Presidential Dubs to battle Lux. Lux was like, nah, he had to duck it. Lux got nervous. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. Hello?
Did you take your medicine today?
Of course.
I don't think you did. I think the dosage is low.
No way.
We need to up the dosage or something. What? You're not in your right mind. You're not. You can't be in your right frame of mind saying shit like that. Son.
If people are walking down the street and they see Lux and they see Presidential Dubs, right? They stopping to go see Presidential Dubs and then be like, oh,
drop list. What?
Yeah.
Y'all think he done fell off that bad? He was on the stock drop list.
Right. You lost the hustle. Huh?
But you act like Hustle's regular.
The one that slap her leg every time she say a bar?
All right, she's doing a super kick. So what?
No, we're not doing that.
She's doing a super kick. So what?
Got the soup with me. Soup with me. Like what? Relax.
Thank you. Stay there. Thank you. Damn, Fonz gonna. I ain't gonna lie, Fonz. You have been losing though, bro.
Loso wild. You ain't gonna just let him go and stay there and then stop. No, he got.
But Kenny, like, yo, Fonz has been losing, and then on top of that, like, kind of lackluster. Like,
yeah,
how you
the one that doesn't
and
matter?
Arsenal choke in the first round. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that go. Both of y'all choked in the first round. That was disgusting.
Nasty.
From two quote unquote professionals. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, nah, man. Nah. Now they both recovered, but damn it, that shit was disgusting.
All right, so we're gonna see where Fonz has been losing, okay?
Okay.
All right, we at 2025 or 2024? Where are we gonna
go? Let's start from 2024. Come on.
2024.
All right, respectfully, let's go.
Chef Trez, 2. Charlie Clips, Geechee Gotti, Fire the Misfit, Bad News, J Mills.
But he beat Geechee though.
That's what I felt. That's what I'm saying. So like I'm trying to see where they're saying I had to go look. I'm like, Fonz been losing? No, that's why I'm trying to see.
All right. Just start over one more time.
All right. Chef Trez 2.
I think he lost that, but go ahead.
Okay. Charlie Clips.
He beat
Clips. Geechee Gotti.
He lost to Geechee.
Huh?
He lost to Geechee.
He beat Geechee.
Oh, that's right. He did beat Geechee. My bad. My bad.
Fire the Misfit.
1.
Bad News.
1.
Mega the Savage.
1.
J Mills.
Beat down. Okay.
Catboy Hurt.
1.
Hustle.
Loss.
Black Aladdin.
I didn't see that joint.
I never will. Nakeem the Prophet.
He won.
Clips.
He won.
The rematch. Bill Collector.
I had Bill personally.
Lady J.
I didn't like that battle.
Okay. 5-10, May 10th. Yep. Arsenal. That was where they choked and it was kind of messy.
They both lost, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then 5-24, he got Big T.
Yeah, he's gonna win.
Right. So like, I don't
Well,
think he got I don't think he got like.
First of all, his resume is not crazy that you
Nah,
just ran off, right?
nah.
Like,
Yeah.
and maybe it's not the fact that you've been getting your ass whooped, but it's just maybe lackluster performances. You're not
How many
giving us
battles you think he
anything
got?
else, huh?
How many battles you think he got as a whole?
Fonz?
Yeah.
Shit, over 50
Yeah, that's what's
easily.
crazy. And you still
Easily.
mid tier.
Loso said Bill and Lady J won, so hey, add the
Bill,
losses.
I
I said I had
that.
Bill winning. The
Yeah,
Lady J
I
one.
remember. Yeah, I gotta rewatch the Bill battle.
That's a fact. Like, that's what I'm saying, Kenny. Like, his resume that Springz just ran down, it's a lot of
Shout out Genius.
Like, where are your peers at? You know what I'm saying? Where them guys at?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, you got, you battled Arsenal, you battled Bill, you battled Clips. Okay, you battle Chef Trez, but then you battling Fire and the Misfit and fucking all these Mr. Miyagi and all Catboy Hurt. And I know this is the Catboy Hurt, but I'm just saying, man, like, come on, man. Come on.
Yourself, like, I understand that, like, people are like, man, Tay-Rock's taking anybody, but when you're not even a top tier and you're taking people like this, it's kind of crazy.
Special K, he got bodied by Shuni.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusting.
But he got 71 battles.
See? Damn, he was on Summer Madness versus Danny.
Was that battle on versus Danny? Was that on there?
Hold on, I gotta look that up. Hold on.
Oh, you got the app.
Shout out to the app gang.
Look at him.
App gang for life. I ain't had a receipt in months. Do you believe? And I damn sure do. What we talking about? What we talking about? Go to artists. Hold on. Yo, they need to take Bad News up out of here, bro, and just get rid of his whole catalog. That's
man. Tooth was good because
in the building.
We try to message Norbes. We ain't getting nothing back, man. I don't know what's going on.
That's your mom's favorite. Okay. I ain't even your mom's like battle rap. That's fire.
That's fire.
That's fire. We don't know where Norbes is, bro.
Stop laughing at everything, though.
We reached out at him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, call him, please, respectfully, please. Oh, here we go, Fonz. On the app, he got 10 wins and 9 losses. On the app. Yo, you battled Deuce on Born Legacy 6.
This is what I'm talking about. Nobody's coming to see this man battle. They don't care. They don't care to see that man battle. Shit's nuts.
Okay.
All right, Tooth.
Hold on. Okay, he battled Deuce. No disrespect to Jersey. Shout out Jersey. He battled J400 Block. He battled Jay Kruger. He battled Easy. He battled Ace I Mean. He battled Jada Nightwing. He battled Av. He battled JC.
Didn't he win the tournament?
Luke Castro. Drugs. Tink the Demon. Shuni. Prestavia. Real Sick. Swamp. Danny. Yo, hey, Kenny Lewis. That was Summer Madness 12, my guy. Him versus Danny. Fonz versus Danny. Summer Madness 12.
That's how you know URL's falling.
Fonz versus B Magic. Fonz versus Rum Nitty. Fonz versus Mac Myron. Fonz versus Old Red. Shotgun Shug. Woosah. Yeah.
You got to know when it's time for it to be over with.
They say he got 10 wins and 9 losses.
He said Norbes eating some rice and beans with a fried fish. Drinking a Mad Dog 20. Oh, we not doing that.
Yo, they got him ranked 16th overall on the URL app. That's crazy.
That man he don't even play JV.
I mean,
16th out of the
does
app.
he need to battle Rock?
No, I'm coming.
I mean, how y'all feel about
he sucks. Not the interview deposit. Kenny, we not doing that, man. We're not doing that, bro. Don't disrespect me, Kenny. How dare you, sir?
Oh my God.
How dare you,
yo,
sir?
This is crazy. Hey, Norb says send the link. Yeah, but
on his Facebook,
Twitter.
Like we sent him a message in the we sent him in the group chat.
Yeah, I copy the link.
Send it. He posted in that group chat.
Well, I can't. I'm on the computer. I can't.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, you'd have to do it.
All right.
I mean, do I got to email it to you, or what you want to do?
No, I got it.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he said sup.
You don't trust the URL app since what they did to Easy? He a Timu Ave? Wow. That's crazy. He a Timu Ave? That's wild. Now everybody say Timu Easy a Timu Papoose and shit, but now I ain't never heard of a Timu Ave. That's wild.
No, he's sliding.
No, he ain't.
He's sliding right now. He just messaged me.
Let's go. Norbes is about to be in the building. Norbes about to be in the building. Let's go. Shout out Norbes. Shout out to Two for making that happen. Let's go.
Nah, I sent it to him on Facebook.
Or send it to you, man.
Oh, send it to him on IG. Tooth got IG?
He said send it to Norbes on IG or send it to him.
But we can't send it to you. We gotta be verified to even send you a message on X, bro. I tried to send you a message yesterday. Saw you went live yesterday, sir. Hello. Trying to talk about Rex, huh? Hello.
Oh yeah, Tooth.
Yeah.
We saw that.
Tooth rapping and everything like that. That's the first time I heard Tooth laugh. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. This is nuts.
Hey, Springz was hot.
I was hot. I said, who
did he see you talking about?
What? Oh nah.
Ask him, nah, man. I'm not asking him that, man.
Nah, we're not asking him that.
Mm-mm.
So he can leave?
No, we're not doing that. If y'all got legitimate questions, put them in the chat. I mean, I'm not saying that wasn't a legitimate one, but I'm not asking about nobody's bread, bro. I'm not. That's not.
Well,
we got legitimate questions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing
that.
Appreciate you too.
That's a fact.
For
you know what I'm saying? Now we just on the countdown to Norbes getting the building since, you know what I'm saying? It's about to
send some merch. Come on. Let me rock it. DNA Tooth. Send the merch. What we doing? Hello?
Let's go. Oh, he said, yeah. Oh, yeah, he got IG because I follow the Squadkast joint follow Tooth.
Oh, I don't really be on IG. I got to turn up.
Springz does not be on IG.
At all.
Not knowing that's where it's at.
Cause I thought he was at X. That's where I be.
I mean, I be there too, but you know, you gotta hit every platform, brother. You gotta spin the block on every platform.
Right.
Only joint I don't really be on is Threads.
My girl's telling me I need to make a TikTok for the spot. You know what I'm saying? So we all see.
I ain't. You can do that. I ain't gonna have that shit on. I'm not a TikTok believer, gang.
I ain't gonna do that. Nah.
Respectfully, it's not my thing, bro. I ain't with the tick of the talk. You know what I'm saying? But I was good, Tiff. Happy Wednesday. I appreciate you watching, cuz.
Yeah, it's about to go to the moon.
Yeah. Nah, we're not doing that.
Nothing messy or anything like that.
We're not doing that.
But Tooth, we're ready. Hello? We're ready, Tooth. I'm ready, Tooth.
Yeah, we got questions. We got real questions. Okay, stay there, Kenny. There we go. Yeah.
Facts.
That's a fact. Hey, yo, shout out. Hold on. Let me I gotta say this through. Shout out to Death Note. Cause he be reaching out to me and shit. And he be sharing his accolades with me and shit like that. And most of the time I be at work, so I don't really get to say nothing. Really. So I don't want to think I be shitting on him or nothing like that. I'm really proud of you, guys. I'm glad that you're getting your just due and your notoriety, bro. Keep working, keep doing your thing, bro. Break barriers, keep climbing the charts, bro. Climbing the ranks in battle rap. I see your views going up and everything. I'm being dead ass serious, bro. I see what you're doing, Death Note. I'm in tune, bro. Ask him. Okay, definitely.
We definitely will ask him about that. I got money on that.
Oh yeah, we definitely talking about that.
Oh yeah, I got money on that.
Oh, because of IG. Oh yeah, that's right. Because Tooth was date.
But I was seeing all his stuff on YouTube.
Wait. Somebody is here. Somebody's in the building.
Come on.
We got a legend in the culture. Also is a boxing enthusiast too. Who would have thought that, right?
Hello?
This man has discovered a lot of talent, contributed a lot to the culture. All right. Make sure y'all get in tune with the Get in Tune, okay? We got the legend, the GOAT. Norbes in the building.
My guys, what's good, my brothers?
Hello? Good? Yeah, what up, bro?
What's poppin', Norbes? First and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for giving us your time and hitting the platform, bro. I definitely appreciate you. We definitely appreciate you. For sure. You could have been anywhere. What happened?
We did something wrong, bro. I don't know. This is what he did yesterday, y'all. This is how he got.
I didn't do nothing, bro.
I know it was probably him, but I'm saying it was.
I didn't click nothing. I didn't do nothing. I just want to thank him for even blessing the platform.
Yeah. He said I came.
He said, "Yeah, I made my appearance. That's it. I'm out." Okay. We back.
Sorry for my son busted his ass. What's good? My bad. I would have been on earlier. I was cleaning my pool, so I was just like, man, like I ain't even peeping. I got the message and shit.
Yeah, you see how he said that I was cleaning my pool and
like
shit.
It's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like it's nothing. I was cleaning my pool. That's exactly what I was doing. Like,
nah, man. But like I was saying, Norbes, we appreciate you pulling up on the platform. Shout out to Tooth for making that happen, man. I know you got a lot going on, so we definitely gonna make sure we maximize our time the best we can and not keep you all night, Brody. But we got a lot of questions for you. The chat got some questions for you. So we definitely want to go ahead and get started with that. Springz, do your thing.
We started. Hello. So we knew that you started off with math, and everything like that. But what inspired you to like get with the culture, and where did you start off with that? What made you start off with battle rap? Because I understood that you were not into battle rap before you first started. It was like
I never was a fan of battle rap. It was just
right.
I always had like a gift for creating. Like anything that I want to do, I can pretty much accomplish. So like if I get into something, I can figure it out. Like with music, I ain't know shit about music. I ain't know about ad libs. I ain't know nothing. I kind of went in there, was just like, fake the funk and then figured it out. And the same thing with just like teaching myself how to produce or teaching myself how to edit or all that shit. I kind of got involved like that, to be honest. I was managing artists and shit like that.
Okay.
First one was one of them was my man Liaison. And
that was the Liaison.
That's my guy. And he introduced me to my man Zaire. Now Zaire was a very popular cameraman. Like he done movies, all types of shit. Like he done shot mad videos for Smack, mad videos for like Mano, anybody. And when I was coming up, it was like, all right, do what you got to do to get to where you got to get to. So I was doing like some acting with him and doing other shit, just going around and learning the game, the music game. It was very popular or important to get on these DVDs. That was at that time. This is before the internet kind of between years. So I ended up having a show on All Access DVD where I done interviewed like, shout out to rest in peace, my bro, Nipsey Hussle, French Montana. Like this is all shit you can look up. Like Trackmasters, anybody. So I was pretty much everywhere. And my goal was to really get on everything and anything, mixtapes and whatnot. And I ended up having my own mixtape that was circulating. So I was just kind of like, doing my thing and buzzing. That's how my man Liaison gave me the name Street Star Norbes. Because he was like, nigga, you buzzing the street, you just everywhere. And the battle rap shit really came from one day I was sponsored by a sneaker company called Cashy Kicks. And they had called me one day and they was like, hey, we got this event at the Fight Club. Can you pull up and just represent us or whatnot? So I was like, fuck it. Like, you want to be somewhere, you got to be there, right? So I ended up running into International P. Shout out to the legend.
Shout out to International P. That's a fact.
For real.
And so I went over there. I met up with International P. And ironically, I don't know if you follow Spanish music, the guitar player from Aventura was there. So it was us three just kicking it. So I wasn't even on no battle shit. And I'm chilling with him. I didn't even know he was like, I don't know if you know who Aventura is. Aventura's like top 3 biggest bands of all time in Spanish, right? Whatever, from bachata. Okay. So I'm in there, and a kid named Dorian comes up to me. I'm about to leave. He's like, yo, don't leave. My artist, Math Hoffa, coming. I want you to meet him. I didn't know who the fuck Math was, I'm going to be honest. I swear to God, I didn't know who the fuck he was. And he's like, yeah, the nigga that punched the guy on Smack DVD. And I was like, what? Like, for real? So I was like, all right. So I waited, bro. This shit took mad long. So I was like, yo, bro, I got to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to hang out with these cats. So I left, and he gave me some, I think, music or something from Math. And I was like, yo, this nigga music is kind of dope. Mm-hmm. This was like super hungry ski mask Math, right? And so I reached out because I was dropping mixtapes. I was literally, bro, I was a mixtape DJ, bro. Shit is crazy. Like real shit. I was a mixtape DJ. Nothing I'm saying has anything to do with battle rap. Like, so me and Mav started like working. I was like, yo, I like this nigga music. And I'm one of those dudes that's, if you challenge me to do something, I'm gonna do it and surpass your expectations. And at that time, it was a big thing where it was like, battle rappers can't make music, So I was like, now you know what? I'm gonna put this man on a mixtape. And this was Sirius Jones had caught that deal with DTF, and people were killing Jin. Shout out to Jones. I'm not saying he was whacking that.
No, shout out Jones.
You know what I'm saying? This was that era where people were saying that these battle rappers gonna make music. So I was like, yo, I'm out there to prove a point. So I put Math on the mixtape and shit. It did well. Me and Math developed a good relationship. And I was just like, yo, like, let's keep working. Eventually, I end up managing Math, right? Math was cool, always real humble, and I believed in Math.
I'm a
And
kid, Calico.
yeah,
Yeah.
but this is the before even like I never even seen Math battle at the time. I didn't really know the battle world.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
like literally,
he
bro,
said he didn't know nothing about it. He said
I
he
ain't
didn't
know
care for it.
shit. I wasn't a fan of battle rap. I ain't give a fuck about battle rap. Like I'm just keeping it real. And so Math was like, introduced me to the scene. He bring over. I don't think it's gonna sound crazy, but he was doing some shit in my crib that I can't really talk about.
That's
So,
it.
you know what I'm saying? So he came to the crib and he was like, yo, I just caught this DVD called The Lions. And so I always had interest in kind of embracing everything that was going on in the culture in order to understand where I was going to move. So I seen the DVD and it was the Lions Den DVD. And I was watching it and I'm like, oh, this shit kind of funny, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched this Spanish looking dude battle and I'm like, yo, this nigga right here is fire. I like him. And it was good. And he started laughing, nigga, that ain't Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like for real. So I'm like, yo, I gotta meet this nigga. So he ended up introducing me to Goods.
Uh-huh.
And, crazy. Goods doing music too. Like battlers, they ain't want to really battle.
Right.
So Goods had a mixtape that I think was produced by Swiss Beats at the time. So, bro, I met up with Goods, bro. Like it had in Times Square somewhere. Bro, it had to be like it was a snowstorm. I remember this shit because he came out like in a Sherling and all that shit. I'm like, this shit's cold out here. Gave me a CD, whatever, because I was gonna put Goods on the mixtape. And I heard some shit. I threw him on the mixtape, whatever. And from there, I started seeing like a little explosion, like not an explosion, but a little noise in the battle scene. So Mav still wanted a battle. I was like, fuck that battle. That shit corny. And I was like, you know what?
Good.
He want a battle. I have to do what my artist wants to do. And from there, I remember him calling out T-Rex. So we started like doing these videos coming at T-Rex that were mad funny, bro. Like this shit was like wrestling to me. I ain't really think nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? So me and Max are coming up with these fucking ideas about Rex and shit like that. Just on some funny shit. No disrespect to Rex, but it was like, yo, we're gonna make him come out and then we're gonna use that to put out music. That was the game plan. And from there we just started going. We dropped HCMD 1, it did okay. HCMD 2 is the one that went crazy. But anyways, so we end up I end up going to DR. Like I was going crazy in the Dominican Republic. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I used to always go to like every 3 months, bro, on some like let me get the fuck way out of this country type shit. And he calls me like actually 2 weeks before I go, he calls me like, yo, this nigga Lux want to have a meeting with all the famous battle rappers. Mm-hmm. So at that time I was like, I don't really trust that nigga Lux like that, bro. So I was like, all right, just let me know. Because I found it weird that he didn't want no managers and everybody in there. So I'm like, why he don't want no managers in there? It's kind of shady. But I was like, cool. He told me what happened. So he was like, yo, the nigga Lux, he hooked up with Kid Capri. And he was like, yo, Kid Capri trying to shop some shit to HBO with what's the dude's name? Russell Simmons.
Okay.
So at this point, I was like, all right, let me whatever, let's look into it. So he tells me the meeting, he went down, whatever. Like a couple weeks later, I go on vacation, and he's like, yo, he wants to do that Rex battle. Now, mind you, at this point, we was egging Rex on to battle. We would put out mad videos, Rex would respond, we'll put out another video. Like, we was killing shit with that shit. So the battle got really popular. And at this time, I was like, yo, fuck it, let me start going around and seeing, the battle scene. The battle scene literally, bro, was like, I'll be at a sneaker store in Soho. Like, it'll fit like 30 people. And it'd be like me, Arsenal, Mook, fucking Miguel Diablo, hilarious.
Deacon Frost.
Cortez. Bro, we would all be there, mostly be us, bro.
Yeah.
So I started meeting all these cats. Like, me and Cortez had already been cool or whatnot. And it was crazy because that was the battle scene, bro. Like, yo, what y'all doing? We going to Soul Food, which was a sneaker store in the village or Lower East Side or whatever, by Canal Street. And we would go, and we would, my man from Blue Collar TV would film the battles.
Oh, yeah.
And this is when, like, Arsenal was battling, like, with Tech 9, when he battled Tech 9 and shit.
Okay.
Tech looked drunk.
Like, this was, like, that type of shit. So I was just happy to be there. on some networking shit. That's when I first met Mook and shit. Like Mook had pulled up, like, bro, it was just regular shit. Like now, everybody's a fucking superstar, but back then it was just like, yo, we gonna go to strip club after this and we gonna wild out. Like for real, it's like, and so I was going to that. Then I ended up going to a grind time event because I had known Conceited. No, actually Cortez was battling Conceited. So Cole was like, yo, come through. So
I remember that battle.
I remember before the battle, he's laughing. He's like, yo, I got this bar just made up about something about he was wearing like a flannel thing. And he was gonna do the Biggie shit, some Biggie fucking shit with the flannel shit. So I meet DNA, or I met DNA there, whatever. Boom. I meet Conceited, all that shit. And now mind you, I had my show, Amadu's Corner. So I would invite people. I invited like DNA and shit. Like I invited, just on some regular shit.
How about that poison?
Okay, we're gonna put poison right now. Give me a second.
How about that poison?
Full-time father.
That's a fact.
Man,
I love
crazy.
it.
So I'm like, all right. I'm gonna put Alexa poison. Hold on, let me put on poison for this guy.
Do your thing, man.
Do your thing,
Alexa,
Lord.
play Poison by Hasbro Hotel. Go. So let me go into my studio because this shit is crazy. So whatever, I started really making my rounds. That's when I met Roan and I met a lot of people. I met like fucking PH and Poison Pen, and I was doing music. I didn't really give a shit about that shit. But people respected the shit out of Math, which made them in turn respect me. You know what I'm saying? They want to work with me. So I was like, all right, boom, whatever. So fast forward, I'm in DR, and Math is like, yo, this nigga called me, and he said he got $2,500 for us for the Rex battle. So I was like, and now I had already met Grind Time, and I see that them niggas was trying to, make noise. So I'm like, yo, let me pin one against the other. But they talking about. So I said, yo, when I land, I'm gonna hit up PH, see what he talking about. So I land, I hit up PH, and I'm like, yo, I got this Math battle versus Rex. He's like, yo, let me hit you back. He back, like 10 minutes later, like, yo, we'll take that battle. So he offered me more money than Grind Time. It was like $4,000 a piece or some shit like that. Then Lux. So I don't know if you remember, Math had battles on Fight Club that never came out. They were owned by MTV.
Okay.
So my biggest thing was, if we do this battle, right, we want to guarantee from Russell that even if the show don't drop, we want to be able to put out these battles because they generate views. So I called Lux. I said, look, we got to offer more money, but we're willing to do this if we can meet with Russell and or Kid Capri, and y'all could put this in the contract, because that was going to be used as the launching point for what Kid Capri had going on, the Math Rex battle. But Lux ain't want me to speak to Russell or Kid Capri for whatever reason. I still don't know to this day. And I said, all right, so I'm gonna do. I thought I guess he thought I was bluffing, and I called PH and I was like, yo. And as soon as I said, yo, that nigga was like, yo, 5,000 each. I was like, damn. Like I was gonna tell him we gonna take it. So rest in peace, PH.
Rest in peace, PH.
End up doing the shit, and they end up still doing the event. I still helped the event. Like people don't even know. Like I helped set up Head Ice versus Cortez. I'm the one that got Cortez on that card.
Okay.
The
Cortez won.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That shit was crazy. Then the Tech 9 versus
Ars.
No, it was Ars. It was Tech 9 versus Goods.
Oh.
I convinced them to get the battle from Blue Collar TV. They did that shit. So whatever.
Wow.
And we had the signing of the Math Rex battle on Grind Time. It was gonna be this big ass event or whatnot. So whatever. Fast forward, we do the signing with Rex, Math. That's the first time I met Rex. I never realized how short Rex was. I was like, that nigga's small as hell. Yeah, I remember that shit. Like, little. So that a month later, he was supposed to get a deposit. Them niggas never had the money. So I'm calling PH. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up with the bread, bro? Like, he kind of ducking my shit. Like, he didn't even pick up. So 2 days later, he hits me. He's like, yo, I told you September 13th. And I'm like, nah, nigga, we supposed to have a deposit by September 11th, which is Math's son's birthday. And that shit fell out. Now, at this time, I started developing a relationship with Troy Mitchell, which is Smack. I had met him at the Mano video shoot, which was My Life is a Movie. So remember, I was working with Zai. So my man Zaire, he hit me like, yo, I need some bitches or whatever for the video. I'm like, all right, boom, I'm gonna bring this bitch I know. She's bad. I'll bring Shorty. He's like, yo, I want you to do a cameo. Now, mind you, nigga, I don't even know these niggas. I don't know Mano, Shay, I don't know none of these niggas. Jay Mills. He like it. But this nigga, for some strange reason, really liked me. So he like, yo, I want you in the cameo shot with Smack and Mano and everybody. So I ended up not even being in the shot for some reason. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. So and Uncle Murder. So whenever I see the nigga Smack and I just pull up on him, I'm like, yo, this is what I do, da-da-da. He's like, oh, yeah, now I'm familiar. We exchange numbers.
Hello?
So from there, me and Smack started developing a relationship. It was more so like that he knew I was buzzing. Smack, he wasn't necessarily buzzing at the time. His shit was kind of dying down.
Okay.
But still, his DVD was still, if you got on it, it was lit.
Right.
So I put my artists on this shit, whatever. We was working back and forth, and we were developing a relationship. And I remember he was trying to get that Math versus Rex battle on the card. On not on the card, on just the DVD, because he didn't want to do no battle league. Remember, he had did that World Series of Hip Hop, which was like a big ass failure. Like some shit happened.
Yeah.
So he was gonna do some shit. He was like, yo, 50 said he'll pay for it. We're gonna do this. Should never materialize. So at this point, we got a good back and forth. We got a mutual respect for each other. He sees something in me, right? And whatever PH, now he ain't got the bread. So I'm like, man, this nigga making me look bad, bro. So I call Smack. I'm like, yo, bro, like this nigga, man, like, and he like, yo, that shit ain't going through. He's like, nah. He said, yo, I got the bread, but don't say shit. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm like, nigga said that shit before. So the nigga calls me with some dude on the phone.
Okay.
Which was Swag. I don't know if you remember Swag.
Yep.
Swag was this big ass, like, I don't know, nigga had money. He said he won the lotto at the time. He ended up doing years in jail for some other shit, but whatever. So he like, yo, I fuck with the battle shit. He's like, da-da-da-da. I want to do this battle. We gonna do it. We gonna put it on the DVD and shit like that. Cause I guess he was piecing on Smack. Nigga had bread. Like he was working with Jim Jones, everybody. So he's like, yo, I'm gonna come in Monday. We're gonna get a shot. We're gonna get a shaking. Mm-hmm. So I called Rex and Math. I'm like, yo, I got the money for the shit. Now they was like, man, shit ain't happening. Fuck it. I'm like, look, them niggas said come Monday, they gonna have half the money. Mm-hmm. So we met at Atlantic Records, like in September sometime, like the middle of September. And I just remember like him like going to the office and then Swag pulling up. And bro, this nigga chain was so crazy. Like, like yo, bro, no cap, bro. This shit was the biggest chain I ever seen in my life. And it was like, damn, it had so many diamonds in it that it was crazy. It was a state of California, and it was just all diamonds across it.
Damn.
So he's in there and shit, and he like, yo, you know, I fuck with this battle shit. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Who's the winner, whatever. But he goes, I'm willing to make this shit happen under one circumstance. He's like, shit got to be judged. And Smack, the nigga, what's the name? Math and Rex both looked at each other like, nah, I don't know about that shit. And I'm like, bro, fuck that shit, nigga. The money there. He pulls out a knot. Bam, bam.
Hello.
Table. Them niggas was like, yeah, so we can really talk about that shit. Like, yeah, we down as long as we all agree. Like, that shit, whole shit switched. That shit switched. And them niggas agreed. They agreed to 3 judges and whatnot. And that's how that happened. But it was never an event. It was just going to be a battle. And pretty much, you know, they had reached out to me for me and Smack building our relationship. Me and Eric had a relationship, but it was really through Smack.
Okay.
And that's how they brought me on, because what people don't realize is at that time, and if you're young, you probably still not gonna know this, but that era, the DVD era, was done. So a lot of them niggas that you saw that was making money off the DVD, the French Montanas, the what's that nigga that used to manage Nicki Minaj from the Come Up? That nigga, everybody started doing it. They started leaving the DVD game. Mm-hmm. They was shutting the shit down. And he was transitioning as well. So when they brought me on, they were like, yo, bro, like, we know this is what you do, and we fuck with your vision, and they brought me in, as a partner, whatnot, and I was kind of like confused when I got the call because I was like, why the fuck niggas calling me? And then the niggas was like, yo, like we want to start this UFC or battle rap shit because Beasley's like obsessed with the UFC. That nigga walk around fucking putting niggas in chokeholds like you fucking weirdo. Nah, so you ever be around that nigga, he might put you in a leg lock like
hell no.
I'm getting out.
We created that shit, and I had like a vendetta against like Grind. I was like, fuck them niggas, and because they didn't have the money, and that's how that shit started. That's how me actually getting involved in battle rap was basically creating the URL and making it what it was. Like I never had no interest in it. I didn't give a shit about it. It was just not entertaining to me. So when I got the opportunity, it was more so a revenge tour in my estimate. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, this shit doing well. I see this shit, and I was like, yo, I'm trying to end Grind Time. Like that's how I really felt. Like I'm gonna end these niggas for not coming through with what they were supposed to come through with.
Right. And
as I got more into it, because I had to put the whole first card together. Like I'm reaching out to like people don't even know. Like the funny shit about the conversation was like I'm like, all right, boom. Yo, when we working, what's the budget?
Yeah.
Them niggas both looked at me like I was crazy. Like I'm like, yo, what you mean? Like, I'm like, nigga, you think these niggas gonna rap for free? Like, yo, so we got a cameraman, which was my man Mark Buddington. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
And we got a place to do it, and that's the budget. So I'm like, nigga, what? So I'm like, so y'all expect me to like basically scrape the bottom of the pan? But they were like, yo, we got Young Miles, he'll do this shit. And at that time, Young Miles had already got cooked by Lux. So ain't nobody want to fuck with him. But I'm like, yo, fuck it. This is the dinner you giving me.
Great hoodie.
Groceries, I'm gonna make a dinner. So
I'm gonna forget
I reach out to Young Miles. Shout out to that legend. And I'm like, yo, Miles, man, what's up? It's Norbes. He's like, oh yeah, they told me to call me. So I'm like, I'm putting a card together for this event because now we created a URL.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bring back X Factor. I'm putting my man X. So this is the crazy shit, bro. I remember
I'll never
this shit
forget
like
this event.
Bro, I remember this shit like it was yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Smack. I said, yo, X Factor. I didn't even know who the fuck X Factor was, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just trying to put the card together.
Right.
Nigga Smack like, man, fuck that nigga, man. I don't even like that nigga, Shannon. What we doing, son? Like, I was just like, damn, nigga, like, X Factor sucks. Like, what the fuck going on? So I'm like, yo, all right. So I called Cortez. Cortez is all in, nigga. I just called him like, yo. He's like, boom, I'm there. Like, he didn't even argue. He was like, yo, he wanted Miles. So
makes sense.
No, he didn't want Miles. I'm sorry, he didn't want Miles. He wanted X Factor. He didn't want Miles. He said Miles got killed. So I said, yo, let me reach out to Rich Dollars. I reached out to Rich Dollars because I had met him through, I forgot where I met him.
Got Miles.
So Dollars, Rich was like, yo, give me Miles. So I put Dollars versus Miles. I put this nigga for Cortez versus him. So the nigga's like, yo, I got this fat nigga from Chicago.
Big Terry.
Yo, bro, he sends me this grainy ass footage, bro. Like, I don't even know. I couldn't even see if Big T was fat, skinny, white, black, nothing. So I'm like, yo, fucking put him on the card. And remember, I was going to the fence. I needed an opponent for the nigga. Originally, he was supposed to battle DNA. No, I'm sorry, bullshit. He was supposed to battle Hollow. Hollow said, yeah. It was like, yo, but tell that nigga put up some money. Big T said, I'll put up 1,000. They agreed.
Go.
Then Hollow called me like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do those long ass rounds. And that's what he didn't want to do it. So I called DNA. DNA was loyal to PH. He was like, yo, I can't because PH, you trying to end them niggas. So I understood DNA. I was like, you know what? I respect it. Then it was Newborn. Newborn was on the same shit. He didn't believe it was going to pop. So Newborn was like, yo, I can't. I guess, PH put the pressure on him. Then I was like, yo, Deacon Frost. Well, he was Miguel Diablo at the time. Nah. I was like, yo, I fuck with this. This nigga is, yo, bro. He one of the most talented niggas in battle rap. And I'm going to tell you, like, people don't understand, like, if he would have kept going and didn't, like, he got dismantled a couple times, but this nigga was really talented. He could freestyle type shit. He used to smoke cats at the soul food shit. Like, I forgot who he violated the shit out of some nigga in Connecticut. Crazy, bro. Like, and that's why I was like, I like this dude. So Big T was like, yo, give me anybody. So I gave him Miguel Diablo. And now at the time it was Miguel Diablo, he switched to Deacon Frost.
Yeah.
That's how the card came together. So from there I was like, yo, if we gonna launch, then I gotta launch where it's gonna be on the biggest platform in the world, because Smack platform wasn't big no more. And that's what people fail to realize. It was not big. Shit was done. So I reached out to the legend Q from World Star. You know, Q was my guy. So I said, yo, Q, I got this shit coming up, nigga. I'm throwing this event. I got the Smack Rex battle. That nigga said, yo, I'll give you the top box for every battle on the event. What? Facts. Q was a real nigga, bro. Real shit. So I called the nigga Brizz and Smack. I said, yo, they gonna let us launch on World Star the top box. Now the top box was everybody wanted to be on the top. People was paying like 10, 15, 20,000 for the top box at one point, bro. It was crazy.
That's a fact.
And he gave it to us. So that's how we launched. And then I reached out to Star and Buckwild, and he was the original host of Smack. And that's how this shit, like, that's how I got into battle rap. Because before that, I didn't really give two shits about it, bro. And then from there, it became an obsession of creating, because that first event was big, bro. Like,
the
impact was crazy. And then from there, I was like, yo, in order for this shit to work, I gotta get more rappers, bro. Like, this shit is crazy. Because Grind Time had like an East Coast division, a West Coast division, fucking Iceland division, fucking Japan. I don't know what the niggas had, all types of divisions. So I was like, yo, I gotta create a roster that makes sense for this genre of battle rap.
Here we go.
And that's why I started like looking. And it was funny because when we was walking out of the that event, Young Miles, Young Miles, and Smack, we walking. And you know, Smack, he kind of too cool, so he'd be like, yeah, you know, she was fire, you know, whatever. So the nigga Miles like, yo, big bro, we got this event called the Midwest Massacre. We got Averb, and I had reached out to Averb originally, but Averb wasn't budgeting. He was like, nigga, you better have some money for me.
Of course.
So I reached out to him, and he was like, yo, we got Verb, Young Ill, Hitman, all the St. Louis niggas that never battled New York. So I was like, word. So the nigga Troy lets Mitchell, he lets Miles walk in front of us, and he's like, yo, Shen, what you think, Shen? And I'm gonna keep it real, son. We gotta go get them niggas. That's the new wave. Like, them niggas is gonna be it. He was like, yo, you sure? I'm like, nigga, I'll put everything on it, bro. That nigga turned to that nigga Chico, was like, yo, book them flights, we out. And that's how we went to fuck with them niggas. And then from there, it was just like, I kind of got obsessed. I love to win, bro. So I get obsessed with like, yo, I gotta get this nigga, that nigga. I gotta take, you know what I'm saying? It becomes that. So I started looking at like SoulCon and fucking Conceited and the Jersey niggas was starting to go, and that's why I went and got Surf. Like, people don't even realize, like,
Tsunami.
Even Tay Rock.
Free to wave.
People call Tay Rock the GOAT, but originally that nigga didn't want Tay Rock either. That nigga was like, yo, I don't want that nigga that got killed by Clipson. Like, yeah. And I had seen him at the Lions, that he got crazy against dude from Philly, Kaboom.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, son, he different. And that's when I booked him versus K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? K-Shine wasn't even K-Shine yet, because K-Shine, remember, around that time, that nigga was rapping 90 miles an hour.
Swear.
And then he started slowing up, and I was like, yo, let's do the Tay Rock versus K-Shine. We bring them niggas over. And niggas was like, word. But I have a relationship with K-Shine, so I think B's reached out to him. I reached out to Tay Rock. And that's how if you watch the Tay Rock, he battled somebody else. I forgot who it was before the K-Shine. Who the fuck did I put him up against? I think it was Shook. I put him against Shook. I think it was Shook. They were battling in front of
they battled outside, right?
In the garage.
Yeah. That was Shook.
Yeah, I set that shit up to be out. Yo, this nigga Shook showed up, nigga. I swear to God, this nigga had his pajamas on and some flip-flops. Nigga had on flip-flops. He had Crip flip-flops. I remember this shit like yesterday. And we was all out there, and that's when I started like bringing all them niggas in. That nigga really did that shit in the middle of the Bronx by rest in peace, Fred the Godson, by his studio.
Rest in peace.
And that's how we bring Tay Rock in. That's how we went Rockin' and K-Shine. I actually should. And then I see the nigga Surf. I really like Surf. and then I bring in Surf for the following event to battle Young Ill.
Rest in peace.
And that's how that shit. And then from there, that's I bring in Old Red and fucking Suge, and that's how I started developing the roster from there. So, you know, that's how I got involved. My bad to be long-winded. I apologize.
No, hey, we appreciate it, bro.
You good.
It's just a lot of steps, but that's how I got involved in it. But originally, I wasn't even thinking about that shit, bro. That shit wasn't even something that I was really interested in, bro. I'm an R&B nigga, bro. I'm about to go see Chris Brown August 30th, nigga. Like,
he got freed. He's out.
That's a fact.
Yeah, he out. But yeah, that's how I got involved in it, man. It was never. That's why I feel like a lot of people that be in there and they be like, yeah, I do this and that. I be sitting there like, bro, I did this shit and didn't even give a fuck about it. Like, people don't understand. Like,
clearly,
I really didn't. It wasn't really a passion for me. It was just an understanding of, and I think that's what people, when they talk about bringing in talent and all that shit, I be sitting there like, nobody was talking about bringing in talent or none of that shit until I really got there. Like, it was just like, and you know, everybody, there's like
talking shit. This is fact.
There's 190 scouts. Like, it's just weird shit, bro. Like, I never really, like, to me, it was, and people understand too, like, whenever you're branding something, you're branding it based upon the genre you're pushing it to. So, like, I'm a big fan of Anderson .Burris. I think Anderson .Burris is hilarious. I was also a big fan of Rome. But Rome never fit with the URL. Like, he was just, to me, Rome is like, and this is facts, I swear to God, if I had a tournament of 100 battle rappers, I think Rome would place in the top 5. Like, all jokes aside. Like, he could beat, like, and and when I say this, people are like, you crazy, you can't beat a Mook. It'll be harder for Mook to beat, if this was Judge, a Rome than to beat somebody that you know what I'm saying, like more of a street dude, because they're so versatile. Like, Rome is so versatile. I think Rome to me was the most talented battler. I swear.
Really?
Yeah, bro, because I seen him, bro. Like, Rome could sit there and just go off the top. Like, he dissected people. Like, he was phenomenal, bro. Like, like, he probably still is. I don't watch anymore, but like, my point is, he didn't fit with what we were doing because it wasn't Judge. It was like, people always say, yo, this nigga won, that dude won. On this genre of battle rap, there's no such thing as winners and losers, and people don't realize that shit. Like, it's the stupidest thing when I hear people be like, yo, who you still won? Were you entertained? Because if it really was being judged, most of the people that you like probably took the most L's. It's more of who the person likes the most. And I understood that. I didn't care about winners or losers, because in reality, it was about, who am I going to bring up that these people are going to gravitate to? You know what I'm saying? And people nowadays will be like, this nigga, like, he winning battles. And I'm like, that's not what's going to sell what you're trying to sell. Like, the Smack brand was never about winning or losing you. It was more so of street talks and entertainment. You feel me? And I understood that, so that's why I targeted certain individuals, like a Surf, like a Geechee Gotti, like a Chess, like a T-Top. Like, it was very distinct styles. I didn't really go for like a Pat Stay, or not saying Pat Stay was whatever, but you know, that was more so their style. You know what I'm saying? And then started mixing it in a little more later. But you know, that's kind of where I guess I differentiate myself from everybody. That's just, a lot of people don't realize too. Like, there was, and this is crazy, everybody in New York thought I hated New York, and I'm from Brooklyn. I wasn't putting no New York niggas on. Like, people would be from Virginia and put on all Virginia cats. People would be from LA and put on all LA cats.
Right.
Like, that shit ain't mean nothing to me. I don't care where you was from. If you was fire and different, I'm fucking with you. And I feel like a lot of that shit is just people wanting to feel important, or, you know, feel like they help people, but it's a different ballgame. You know what I'm saying?
So now that you've like you involved, right? You're in the company, you're putting together cards and shit like that. Yeah. Did you ever think, considering that you never liked battle rap, did you ever think that it would get to this magnitude? Like, it would blow up the way it did?
Honestly, yeah, I thought it was going to be bigger. Be honest with you, I feel like, see, sir, when I decide to dig my heels into something, or I know it, I'm foreseeing things 10, 15 years later. Like when I was doing it then, I was foreseeing it. So even when you saw my later additions in battle rap, like the Jada Nightwings, or um, a Mike P, or there was, or even the Real Seek. I was trying to go global. I'm trying to switch it up a little bit in order to get
Real
to
seek.
a level, but it just didn't get executed because we ended up severing ties and whatnot. But you know, I felt like it could have been a lot bigger, but it wasn't done to the full potential because the people that were doing it didn't know how. Like I got my blueprint right here. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta pay me to do that shit. I'm not fucking doing that shit for free. I could get that shit. I could get that shit rocking right now, but it's gonna cost you. I'm not even bullshit. A few $1,000,000 and we talking. Like, all right, cool. What you want to do? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Caffeine had a bag right now.
Huh?
It's like, yo, what would you do to fix it? I'm like, give me 3 months. I got you. That's all I need.
3 months?
3 months. I had this shit on fire.
Hello?
It's gonna cost, nigga. If it ain't, and that's just real shit. It's gonna cost you. I don't give a fuck if you Fox, if you motherfucking whatever. It's gonna cost you. I'm not doing shit for free. I know what I could do. I know what to do. I know the blueprint. I know everything. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it's gonna take a lot to do it. But it's the know-how and the timing and understanding of what you got to do, and that's something that I always was great at. And that's what people don't realize. It's not necessarily about scouting talent. It's knowing who and when that they're gonna hit and why. And I think that's the big thing that people don't understand.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like shit. Niggas came with a bag, like a serious bag. I'll tell them. I can tell them everything they're doing wrong now. Shit don't even make no sense. Shit ain't going nowhere right now. It's just garbage. Like fucking trash. Like
Go stay there.
So
stay there, Norbes, because we have questions in the chat and stuff like that. But I know one of our questions was, how do you feel about the current state of battle rap right now? You've already kind of echoed some sentiment. You're saying it's trash.
Yeah.
It's been trash for years, though. It's not just now. Like it's just
it's trash for years.
You gotta understand, son. Like years. It's been trash for years. Even when the bag, quote unquote, came, it was still trash. Like it was just like you can't continue to do the same things and expect a different result. And that's the thing. You're doing the same exact thing. Like, and I remember hearing every time I would have meetings and shit like that, I remember always hearing like people asking, like, so how do we sell this, or who's the winner, or who's the like. There was a lot of questions that when you market things to certain companies, they need answers to in order to want to sell it, because they have to relate with your brand and they have to relate their buyers to that. And I feel like battle rap doesn't relate to anybody right now. It's just all I keep hearing about is this guy's a snitch, that guy's a snitch, he's a real nigga. Like it's just corny ass shit. Like that's why nobody's paying attention to the battlers anymore. They're paying attention to the bloggers because they're more interesting. And that's the real shit.
Well,
do you think that's a part? Do you think that type of shit is the reason why battle rap can't get any sponsors or any investors?
There's a lot of reasons. One, so whenever you have, whenever you're a face of a company or you have to be able to relate to the people that are spending money in order for you to sell it. So,
know your consumer.
Like Dana White is a great seller of a product. You know, whether it be Oscar De La Hoya in boxing, these guys understand how to communicate and put stuff out to be like, oh, this is a great fight. This is what we're gonna sell. You gotta understand how to sell your brand, and if you're a face of something, that's what you gotta do. When I was there, that's what I was doing. I would sell this shit. You know how many fucking interviews I did I didn't want to do? Like, or create storylines and shit like that. And people, you gotta understand it, whether you're the WWE, fucking Vince McMahon was doing it. Now it's Stephanie McMahon or whoever the fuck's there. But you gotta understand the products. And when it comes to sponsors, you know, WWE was too hard at one point. Like, yo, we can't fucking sell these guys, right?
Yeah.
So they had to soften it up in order to take that financial step to the next level. So there are things that you have to be willing to do and to implement in order to grow your company to a certain level. and none of that was ever done. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just the facts. Like ECW. I don't remember ECW, right? That
Yeah.
shit was hardcore, right? WWE used to be hardcore at one point, but they was like, bro, y'all niggas, we can't put y'all niggas on t-shirts no more. We can't do all this shit. We got to switch it up. And if you can continue to do the same exact shit,
Yeah.
who the fuck's gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And another thing is, you need white people. White people spend money.
That's a fact.
Real shit.
That's
White
a
people,
fact.
bro. I went to a Chris Brown concert. I went to a Justin Timberlake concert. Yo, bro, they support. You need all these people. And even that's why I was attacking bringing in Real Sikh because Indian support. You need all the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So like that was my mind frame. It's kind of to make it into a broader thing, but also sometimes you have to make sacrifices in order to change the content or at least the style, implement rules that are going to make it more engaging for the people that are going to spend money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have an hour and a half battle and expect people to sit there like, yo, this is dope. I'm fucking turning that shit off, man. I don't want to see this shit no more. So
Man.
it's a lot of things that in order for it to be successful, have to be done, and it doesn't fall on Smack or whatever. Everybody's doing the same exact shit. That's the only thing I agreed with when I seen Organic, what he said. But that's all y'all fault. Like King of the Dot was a 90-second league. You adapted to the URL. You know what I'm saying? Grind time, y'all adapted to the URL.
Yeah.
You need to take accountability for that because nigga, like you the one that fucked it up too. It wasn't the fans that said, hey, or the leagues like, oh, we're booking the same guys. You guys adapted a whole entire another style that had nothing to do with y'all. And I feel like that's part of the reason why battle rap sucks ass, to be honest. You know what I mean?
That's
Okay. So speaking of success, right? And you looking at all these battlers, seeing all these battlers coming up from the ranks and everything like that. What qualities do you look for to know that these guys are gonna succeed?
It's nothing to look for, bro. It's really understanding. Like I come from a coaching background, so I used to coach basketball kids and shit like that. So if you got a kid that, let's say, is a great shooter, is not a great ball handler, right? You're gonna set more screens for him because why? You want him to score points, right? So you're gonna base his game or how you're gonna use him based around his game. And when it comes to recruiting, if you see somebody that is an exceptional wordsmith, right? Then you're gonna try. He has to be exceptional because wordsmiths can be really boring. You know what I'm saying? And if you have somebody with high energy, you're gonna want to use those guys, and you're gonna want to set up matchups that are gonna bring out his shit. So to me, it's more so seeing, and what I mean like a wordsmith, he has to be exceptional. It can't be, he can rap, he's a wordsmith. No, this guy has to be exceptional to where even the people that are writers are like, yo, he's fire. Like you have to take what he does exceptionally well and turn it from exceptional to godlike in a sense. And even like with a Geechee Gotti, Geechee was exceptional to talking to people and kind of making them relate to his life. And I thought he was great at that. I thought Surf was another one I liked that. So you gotta, and they're exceptional at what they do. So you gotta understand what they do well and put them out there. You can't just put everybody. It was like 500 rappers at one point. And I'm like, who the fuck are all these cats? You have to not pray, but you have to focus on greatness and eliminate the weak shit. So if you continue to keep average shit around, then your brand is gonna look average. And that's why I didn't put out a lot of shit. I was like, nah, this shit ain't great. Some of these guys are good, but they're not great. And it was a standard. And I feel like I took a lot of flack for that because people were like, oh, he's hating. I don't even know y'all. I don't give a fuck about y'all. Like, I don't have no reason to hate on y'all. It's just you're not exceptional. GT is and you're not. You know what I'm saying? Chess is and you're not. The Saga is and you're not. And that's why when people be like, well, you only put on certain people. Not certain people, certain amount, because they're standing out. There were times I would put on one dude. One year I only put on Big K. Why? Because Big K was exceptional. You know what I'm saying? And, I feel like battle started getting corny when you started seeing people mock, like literally do the same exact stuff or change their entire style to sound like this fucking guy. Like it was crazy. Like I would start showing up to shows and I'd be like, "Yo, look, this is fucking New Hampshire twerk." Like I don't like, what the fuck is this shit? Like it was crazy, and but like people lose their originality trying to fit into a mold that they aren't, and you know you have to understand that, and I feel like that's where a lot of these guys that oh yeah, I'm a fucking scout don't understand.
That's where my bro Springz always he kind of echoes these sentiments, and I agree with him when he talks about there's no originality and there's oversaturation. To that, you say what?
He's right. I mean, and I mean, a lot of guys, and it's crazy because they see something get hot, and then all of a sudden, we're all gonna run with that motto. You got to be able to stand, stand out in the room. You got to understand, and I feel like a lot of these guys don't stand out. They just regular, bro. Like it just some, he rap. All right, cool. Like Bill Collector stood out when I first saw him.
Yeah.
Like I said, Big Ill Will stood out. Like Ill Will. Sure. When Ill Will walks in the room, there's nothing like him in the room. I feel like when you see a lot of these battle things, just the same battle repeated, just said differently. Like it's like, dude, like what does this guy do differently that makes him iconic, what makes him special?
Hey there.
And a lot of these people are friends with each other, so it's like they're pushing the same guys. We're gonna push the DMV guys. It's fucking 50 of them. They all sound the same, but let's do the DMV guys. It's just like, bro, you have to understand that it's okay to make people upset. It's okay for them not to agree with you. And I feel like it's the downfall of a lot of people that quote unquote understand talent. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I mean, that's how I feel.
I mean, no, that makes sense, man. Everywhere you go, everybody sounds the same. You got the same hand gestures, the same movements, almost the same cadence. Everybody wants to do AMG mode, and like I agree. Like this is where me personally, I feel like a Brizz Rothstein or somebody would stand out.
Oh, Brizz is phenomenal. That guy. It's funny. Funny you mentioned Brizz because the other day, his battle, I don't even know who the fuck he was battling, but it popped out, and I was like, damn, Brizz is good. Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, he's really good. Like, yeah, and he stands out. Like, I remember seeing Brizz against Show Off, and I remember a lot of people were really high on Show Off, and no disrespect, Show Off, he's a good battler, but Brizz walked in there and just took over the show, bro. Like it was something that I was just like, Jesus Christ, like
levels,
dog. Like it was showstopper. He was going fucking crazy. I'm like, Brizz is one of the most, if not the most underrated battle rapper in the history of battle rap, and I guess it's because of all of the shit that he had to deal with the the fights and whatnot.
Yeah,
but Rothstein is by far one of the most talented battlers ever to do it. Like, and it sucks that him and Mook didn't go at it. Like that to me, would have been one of Mook's biggest challenges. And not to diss the Mook and him and Holla, I think that's gonna be a really good battle, honestly.
Okay.
But I feel like that fire between both of them, that shit was just natural. Like it wasn't something that had to be fabricated or created. And I think Hitman as well. But that shit just happened organically. I think Hitman could have lived without battling Mook. I don't think Mook could really, and just to be honest, I think that battle's always gonna linger. And to me, I think that would have been one of the best battles ever because they really didn't like each other. They really did not.
You
could tell.
You know what I mean? And Brizz is so different, man. Like, Brizz and Hitman would have been crazy.
Facts.
I think people don't give Brizz the credit. I mean, he could rap, but he could also perform. Like, can you imagine Brizz versus fucking Hitman on a big stage, both of them in their prime?
Hello.
That's his favorite.
I mean, Brizz. Listen, Brizz is. I seen Brizz do some of the most amazing things, man. and turn shit that you would never think be great. I mean, the hash brown line. Who the fuck thinks about that shit? Like, Brizz, the biggest New York slice. Like, come on, bro.
That's
like,
a fact. When he battled Dot.
Oh my god, dog. Like,
he all right, okay.
Nah, bro. Listen, bro. Listen, I hear what you're saying.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
He's not all right, bro. Like, Brizz is. When you talk about Brizz, you have to talk about arguably one of the greatest battlers ever, if not.
There we go.
The best battlers
there.
come out of the South. I mean,
okay, out of the South. All right.
Because me personally, Springz know this, and everybody who subscribes to the channel, that Brizz is one of my favorites. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Brizz since the RBC days, Spit That Heat. You know what I'm saying? And so on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and to see him not in the culture now is just like I get it. He's
fucking terrible. Like,
but it's like, bro, you have so many blockbuster battles left. It's not even funny.
Listen, Brizz, listen, Brizz was just so organic and like so natural at what he did, man. I mean, I remember like when this is the funny shit about Brizz. So Brizz had an issue with nervousness before battles. Like he would fucking, bro, before he get on stage, he would be super, like he was about to throw up. He couldn't fucking take it. But once that fucking switch got on, bro, it was click. Listen, I got Brizz in my top 10 ever. Like he is, bro. Listen, people can say whatever they want about the fucking fights and all that shit, but there are not a lot of people that are as good as Brizz Rawsting, bro. Bro, Solo was listen, and a big stage, and I like Solo, but if this was judged on a big stage. Bro, Brizz Rawsting can do too many things. Like he's an underrated writer, bro. Like like when he starts flipping names and just going, like he is really fucking good, bro. Like Brizz, oh my god, I'm sorry, man. Brizz is special, man. Like people can say whatever the hell they want, what they think about him personally, but Brizz and Hitman is one to me. Might be one of the if Brizz is back on his shit or whatnot. Is one of the greatest battles that can be put together. Brizz, Mook. There's so much stuff that you can do with
Brizz Twerk.
Brizz Twerk. Brizz Gotti.
Shine.
Like, yo, bro, like Brizz really is special, bro. Like, but with Brizz, it's just, a lot of what transpired to him behind the scenes has really turned him on. So I don't know if his light has been dimmed to the point where he doesn't want to do it. But if Brizz is motivated, if Brizz feels, if he's feeling it, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. You're talking about one of the best to ever do it, honestly.
Okay, so let's talk about Norbes It All podcast.
Facts.
What caused you to become a podcaster?
I've been doing this shit since like fucking 2010, dude. Like people forget before there was no disrespect to these guys, before there was an Angry Fan. Before there was a fucking 3 Letterman, before there was a Jay Black having his own shit. And Chris never had a podcast, but I was doing the radio shit. I was doing all this shit, like literally before you guys. So I've always had a passion for just talk radio, whether it be sports. And when I was doing battle rap, I was like, you know what? Why not fucking create this? And I done had guys like Joe Budden call up, and everybody was fans of the show. So like I always had a passion to just, be opinionated and entertain people. And before it was the battle rap arena with me and Jesse. And yeah, I've always had a passion for talk radio, and that's why when I transitioned from battle rap to boxing, I always had a passion to talk boxing, and it started to take off. So it's like it's a good feeling, but it was more so I always loved radio. I always looked up to guys like Howard Stern, Star from Star, and Buck Wild.
Okay.
Bro, I was a kid. I used to practice fucking in the mirror and shit like that. So, yeah. So I always loved talk radio. I always thought it was something that, if done correctly, it'll work. And it worked for battle rap, and that's why you have a million fucking shows. I don't even know how many shows are out there anymore. But, yeah, I've always had a passion for it. Like I got a whole studio in my crib. I got fucking Lights, Rodecaster Pros, cameras. It's an obsession, bro. I genuinely
Okay.
love it. You know what I mean?
All right. So
Nah, that's dope.
do you have like any favorite fighters? And can you compare them to battlers?
It's hard to compare to battlers because I don't think battlers are necessarily competitive. Um, I feel like they're competitive to a certain level, but once you say, "Hey, put your money where your mouth is. Let's judge the shit," it's like a 0% response rate.
Mm.
So boxers really lay it on the line. They really put their lives. You can lose your life. Um, the similarities are like who's a Twitter warrior? Well, every time I see like Aver, he's really big
Yeah.
on the tweets. I mean, you guys got like Shakur Stevenson. He's very like he responds to everybody. Aver
Right.
does the same thing. Like they're fucking funny. But I will say this: the blogger community is very similar to the boxing community. Like they're very sometimes it can be messy. They want to be cool with their favorite boxers so they don't offend them. So it's very, very similar. But my favorite boxer right now, I'm a big Canelo fan. I'm a big Canelo fan. Um, I love Bam Rodriguez. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, there's a few, man. I try not to have favorites because, like, you want to be objective in the situation.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, boxing is dope. I'm a real big football dude. Like, I just really started the boxing because I feel like there was a lane for it. But eventually, I'm gonna start doing football. I'm a big football guy, so I love it. It's a challenge, but it's dope.
Who's your team?
Shit, motherfucker, look.
Oh, okay, okay. Y'all got some help this year. Y'all got some help.
Who's your team?
We shitty committee. We the Colts. I rock with the Colts.
Shit,
Baltimore Ravens. Hello.
Who you got? The Ravens?
Yeah.
The best regular season team?
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
y'all
Lamar
big
sucks in the
business,
playoffs. I'm just
Michael
saying.
Strahan, huh?
So how do you? So you got to stay in the boxing lane real quick. How you feel about the Crawford Canelo fight? You think that's gonna be tough? I mean, it's gonna be a knockout. You think it's gonna go the whole bout? What do you think?
I think if Bud Crawford stands there and gives opportunity for Canelo to, if he's not running, I think Bud's gonna lose the fight. I believe Bud's gonna get knocked out. I think Canelo is gonna be motivated. I think people are underestimating how smart Canelo is, how strong he is. And this is the best fighter Terrence Crawford has ever fought. Can we say this is the best fighter Canelo's ever fought? Probably not. Floyd. I mean, Golovkin was another one. And to be honest, Bud, huh?
I thought he lost to Eris Landy Laura.
I mean, if you look at resumes, it's not even close. And I think this is
right.
I think this is Bud's biggest challenge, and I think people are starting to underestimate Canelo because he fought somebody that was doing fucking sprints in the ring in the last fight. And, people gotta understand too. It says something about how dangerous Canelo is.
Yeah,
these guys that are fighting, he's fighting 2 weight classes up, and they are running from him. Like Canelo is not a big guy, and these guys are fucking petrified. So I think people are underestimating because they feel like, oh well, with Bud's foot movement. Well, if Bud stands in there, right, you have a chance to get countered and get caught by a very strong Canelo Alvarez. And I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Canelo stops him probably like in the 8th round. But that's just me.
So if you betting money, you betting on a knockout by 8th round.
I got Canelo 8th round. Yep.
Oh, okay. I'm not mad at that.
Me.
I mean, I'm rocking with Bud, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not mad at that.
Listen,
but why is he running away from Benavidez?
I don't necessarily think he's running away from Benavidez, to be honest with you. I think he really doesn't like Benavidez. Like there's like a personal issue with him. Like, and Canelo looks at it, and this is what I feel. I think Benavidez is the most dangerous fighter he should fight. But he also feels like if he gives Benavidez the opportunity, it's like blessing him. And for some strange reason, he doesn't like him. He feels like he's been very disrespectful. So he's like, yo, I'll fight you. You're making the most money ever in your life. Suck my dick. I'd rather not fight you. That's how he feels. No, I swear to God. And Canelo's really big on that. Like, but I mean, I want to see the fight. You know what I'm saying? But is it gonna happen? Probably not.
Do you think the heavyweight division is watered down?
Capo.
I feel like
Capo.
I feel like people say it is because it's not an American heavyweight champion. Like the heavyweight champions over the last 20. I mean, Wilder lost to Fury. You got Usyk. You got Dubois. You got fucking before that Lennox Lewis, the Klitschko's.
Yeah.
What was the last American heavyweight? And back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, you had American heavyweights. Due to the fact that we don't have them as much anymore,
Right.
people will say, well, it's watered down. But you can't take away what Tyson Fury's done. He's fucking phenomenal. But the fact that he's not American, he's from the UK, people tend to downplay him. So I believe that's why. And I think that's why when Turkey Al-Sheikh said what he said about American he said a black heavyweight. No, he meant American heavyweight. That's the biggest problem. Like, we don't have a Muhammad Ali. We don't have a Tyson. And I think that's what hurts the heavyweight division in today's era.
Okay. So we'll switch weight classes, right?
Yeah.
You see that there's the Lamont Roach Tank fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Rematch. Yep. Is it important for Tank to have Calvin in his corner?
Yeah, I think so. I think it showed a lot in the last fight.
Okay.
I thought that when he was questioning himself in the middle of the ring, he didn't know what to do and went to a knee, which should have been scored a knockdown. I feel like there were a lot of things that were going on, and I don't think it's a coincidence that it happened when Calvin wasn't in his corner. He does a press conference, nobody's there. He talks about retirement. He talks about he doesn't want to do it anymore. He wants to spend time with his kids. I feel like there's a lot of indecision in Tank's corner. And even when he was in the corner, he wasn't really respecting Calvin like that, and he looked lost.
Yeah, he was yelling at him too.
Yeah, like I think there definitely is a lot of when they say the smoke is fire, there's a lot of fire there. And again, can he still be Lamont? I'm going to be honest with you. My biggest analysis on him was he doesn't throw enough punches and wants to wait on that big shot. He was losing to Rolly Romero. He was losing to other fighters because he's not active like that. He sits on the big punch, and Lamont didn't back down from him. He wasn't going to exert energy running. He stood his ground and countered him quickly in the fight. And I don't know if it's going to be any different in the second fight. And unless Tank starts being more active, in my opinion, in that fight, I think he's in a tough second fight. And I think Tank knows it. Tank didn't want to do the fight. I don't think
he's going in as the favorite, respectfully. Like,
I think he is, but I think there's going to be a lot of people
slimmer
on Lamont.
Way slimmer, yeah.
Like, I mean, and if he is, it's not by a lot because he got outclassed to me personally.
Yeah.
And he got rocked. He got rocked a couple times. I was like, oh, shit. And he looked lost. When he took that knee, bro, it just shows you how sometimes, like, how boxing is corrupt. Like, if it would have been the shoes on the other foot, it was Lamont Roach taking the knee. It was a knockdown.
They're counting.
Yeah.
They're going to count.
Right.
Yeah.
And you felt that should have been counted against them.
10-8.
It's in the fucking rules. Like, I mean, you can't just take a knee without him being scored a knockdown.
Thank you.
Ridiculous. Like, it was highway robbery, and and that's why I always question if the shoe was on the other foot, if it was Lamont that went to a knee, they would have started the count. And he did start the count, which is crazy. And then took it away. So
I think it'll be about coaching and adjustments. To me, I'm a coach myself, so when it comes to that, I feel like Calvin is like Tank's custom motto.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And once they lose that, once Tyson lost custom motto, Buster Douglas came. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all this
another
stuff.
thing is Lamont is very familiar with Tank. Like, they boxed before. I think I don't know.
Twice in the amateurs.
Yeah, like, he knows Tank really well. And you gotta think about it. He tasted his power, bro. And it didn't he didn't flinch. And I think that really played mind games with Gervonta. Like, he was not scared. And I think a lot of times, even with Tyson, people were more scared to get hit than before they even got hit. And I think that effect is kind of what took away from Tyson later in his career, and it might take away from Gervonta. And I think people are seeing that. And I think that's gonna be the downfall of Tank. And I'll be honest with you, man, the more I think about it, and I just actually spoke to Lamont like last week. So I think Lamont, he's supposed to come on my show, so stay tuned. But
I'll be tuned in.
Bet.
He's just confident, bro. Like, he when you know something, he just knows it. Like, it's just, and I think it might be a repeat of the last one. It might be worse.
Remember how Tarver came out after he lost to Roy Jones?
Yeah. He said, "You got excuses tonight, Roy."
You got
Nigga
excuses
went to
tonight, Roy?
sleep. Yeah, went to sleep.
Man, so I'm nervous for that. But like seeing that you've managed in battle rap, have you thought about managing in boxing?
Nah. I would never manage music, any of that stuff. I like, and I'm gonna tell you why. I like investing in myself, my own
Mhm.
talents, and
Okay.
I want to put the focal point on myself. I want to teach my kids how to be entrepreneurs, as well as invest in yourself. And to be honest with you, when you invest or you manage other people, it becomes very you start questioning if you want it more than them, and 9 times out of 10 you usually do. And I don't want to do that no more. I don't. If I'm gonna invest something to take time away from my children, it's going to be me and my kids, and not in somebody else. So, in somebody else's dreams. So, nah, I would never manage hip hop, especially hip hop, or boxers. But I do enjoy investing in myself and doing these type of things. You know
So
what I mean?
do you ever plan on going to any boxing events in the near future?
I'm planning on going to the Amanda Serrano fight versus Katie Taylor 3
Okay.
in New
Okay.
York, and hopefully going to the Berlanga fight the next day in Shakur fight as well. So
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna start going to these events more frequently because I'm getting asked to. And there's a lot of people that are respecting what I'm doing. Shout
Hmm.
out to my guy Najee. I just spoke to him today earlier through text. I don't know if you know Weed. He does cigar talk. He's a battle ref. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man. And I'm trying to. That's what I said. Like some people know me from there, and it's kind of weird. But I'm starting to transition over, so I definitely want to attend these events, man. They're pretty dope.
I
Okay.
saw you and Tank went back and forth a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
I
got a
saw you was snapping on you a little bit because you just formed your opinion. You gave your opinion. Really, it wasn't like nothing really towards him. Like,
Right.
yeah.
but
That's the similarity in battle rap. There's just if you're not on your knees, fucking deep throwing them, a lot of these guys, they get upset. And I don't know Tank. I don't have a problem with him. I don't
right.
have no with him.
Hmm.
I simply posed the question in one of my interviews to a legendary trainer, John Iceman Scully, and I asked him, "Hey, is Lamont?" And it's crazy because that shit went viral, and a lot of people no one was questioning Tank at the time. So when I did it, it went viral, and all of a sudden everybody started questioning him, which is ironic.
Definitely did.
I just questioned, was he a Hall of Famer? And he said no. And I swear to God, this is how I know. And this crazy, Tank was going at me, and I was just like, dude, I don't even fucking know. You clearly know who I am, but I don't really know.
Right.
And I posted the clip, and within 4 minutes, he told me to suck his dick.
All types of shit.
Shit. And I
Nasty
was like,
work.
Javante, like in my head, I'm like, dude, like, the fuck is wrong with you? And he's talking mad shit. "Ah, you got beat up, da, 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 da." And I'm like, yo, Tank. Like, if I really wanted to get disrespectful, I could have. But at the same time, like, bro, I'm too old for that shit. Like, yo, dog, you want to come on the show, talk? We can talk. We can debate this shit.
Right.
But I don't have a necessary. I don't have an issue with Javante. I fuck with Kenny Ellis. I fuck with Calvin. I got a lot of respect for those
Shut
fellas
up.
there. So to me, like the way he responded just showed me um, pretty much that the stuff that people say does affect him, and he believes it. So there
Hmm.
is doubt in his head, and you know, and at the end of the day, if I was to see him, I would shake his hand. If he didn't want to shake my hand, it's fucking cool. I don't have a problem with Javante. I respect him.
Hmm.
As a fan, I would like him to be great, and I don't think if he was to retire today, he is a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry, just not.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. To be honest with you, he hasn't really accomplished a lot.
I
To be
mean,
honest with you,
no.
damn, that's wild.
All
Yeah,
right,
That's
and
wild.
again,
Norbes.
he's a super talent, and it's nothing personal. Like, again, I don't have no issues with him. I don't know him personally. He was very disrespectful to me. I was not disrespectful to him.
Hmm.
And again, if I was to see him, I would. Hey, you want to go out for a drink? You want to eat something? Whatever. I don't have a problem with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, if he strikes me, I'm going to catch a seizure on the floor and sue him. But
Hmm.
that's a whole nother ballgame. Uh,
All right, Norbes. I gotta. It's time. I gotta ask you a question. People have asked me. They tweeted me. They told me to ask you, so I'm gonna ask you. Okay. Nothing crazy. Nothing disrespectful to you at all. But can Susev bring back battle rap?
No.
Thank you. Thank you. Finally.
No.
Finally.
What is
Fuck
he
out
gonna
of
be?
here.
I mean, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. He wasn't even when he was there, it wasn't where it's supposed to be at. So, you know, and there's no disrespect and no slight to him. But,
Nah.
you know, I mean, it might be a little buzz in the beginning, but and I don't even think people are referring to battle rap. I think they're referring to URL as a, you know, but some people equate battle rap to URL. So, you know, I don't believe so. And if I was Sue Surf, you know, I would stay away from that shit and try to focus on music if you're doing music. But no,
that's
absolutely.
what I said.
Yeah, like
Two said it too.
Yeah, like what the fuck is he gonna do that's gonna be different? And you know, it's in a position. It's not because you know. I mean, Surface Day was the same position. Like, what is gonna be different with Surface Day? Is the bag gonna change? Is another caffeine gonna come? Say, hey, by the way, I got another fucking 20 million, 30 million to fucking throw on the drain.
Nah.
No, so I mean, I think there'll be an initial hype for it, but at the same time, are they going to be willing to pay him to where he's going to continue to do that? And I think that's going to be the question because I don't think anybody, including Remy, including ARP, or maybe fucking what do they call TLC? I don't know what the fuck they call
TBL,
whatever the fuck. Maybe they'll pay him, but I don't think they're going to be paying him at a successful level. And another thing is, let's say they do pay him. When the results don't come back like they want them, what do you think? They keep shelling that money out. So, to me, I think the initial battle is the one that you invest in, but then after that, it's kind of like, okay, what's the get back? And I think investors, are going to be more hesitant to invest because of the track record of a lot of these events not making money.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that there are any
said TLC?
Like
my bad, y'all.
You gotta go?
No.
Okay. Do you think that there's any rising stars? I know you said battle rap right now is trash and shit like that, but at some point, the Tay Rocks, the Geechees, like these guys are gonna be done at some point. There's only so many battles that they really got left. So we're gonna have to have like the newer talent to carry this shit. Do you think that we have any now in the system that's developing that could possibly carry this shit when these guys are done?
I haven't seen anything special at all, to be honest with you.
Not
but at
Eunice?
the same time, a lot of I don't even know who that is. I don't even know what he looks like, to be honest with you. And I think, hold on. Oh, you tell yourself? I'll get your bandage. And again, and there's no disrespect to Eunice, but you know, in order for somebody to carry something or something, you gotta know what they look like. And I don't think a lot of people know what Eunice looks like. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just being able to rap. Or, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and this is not a slight at Eunice.
Right.
But this is just the facts. Like, nobody's marketing like that. Nobody's pushing like that. So, like, if Eunice walked right past me, I don't know who the fuck he was. You know what I'm saying? So
he want chess for Gnome, so we like he's
calling. I didn't even know there was a fucking Gnome. Like, who the fuck?
Yeah, it's allegedly supposed to be popping up, and they was in his Twitter Spaces talking about it, and he called out chess for Gnome. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's battled Miss Hustle, he's battled Franchise, he's battled Home to the God. You know what I'm saying? He's battled some notable people.
I think this is the problem. And again, this is not Eunice. But I didn't even fucking know what's going on. Who the fuck knows? This is news to me. I had no fucking clue. So, you know, I'll be honest, and it's not about the battlers, but if you don't even know this fucking events, and we gotta remember, Gnome was an iconic event that people were talking about year round, and
night of main events,
and people couldn't wait to see. I go on Twitter right now. I haven't seen a fucking Gnome tweet in forever. So I think that's the biggest issue is that, or do people even want to see it at this point? So to me, it's not a slight at Eunice, or again, I don't even know many of these guys' names, but it's the point where we're in May 20th, right?
Yep.
And there's not many people talking about that. I mean, before you would have announcements in fucking December. Like, oh, Low Deluxe versus XYZ is going down.
Come
But
on.
no, it's fucking May. What's the main event?
That's a fact.
So I think it's more of the execution in regards to the leagues as opposed to, and again, if you look at TBL, right, as we said, they announced the Mook Hitman way earlier. Why hasn't there been an announcement for that? For Gnome, which Gnome is night of main events. Is Eunice versus who they said? Is that a main event?
No,
Units and chess?
Nah, they just saying they want that battle to happen.
But again,
Hustle
it's not it's not night of mediocre events. It's night of
Oh, there we go. Stay there.
I'm just being real.
That's a fact though. I mean, shit, they gotta call it for what it is. Like, I mean, but they're pushing Eunice as he's the next rising star out of the
you can't push somebody to be a rising star.
And all them.
Listen, you can't push somebody to be a rising star. The people gotta see it, and you can't be like, well, guys, this guy's gonna be the next star. I mean, I've been gifted enough to be able to do that, but there's only one me.
Rex and Geeky don't know.
Huh? Rex and Geeky don't know.
Yeah. Who you got?
That's a main event, I guess. You know.
Who you got?
Again, I don't pick winners because there's no winners in the shit. If it was judged, maybe, but I think it's gonna be a good battle though. I think Geeky's gonna get busy. For stylistically, I think it's gonna be a really good battle.
Okay.
You didn't say Rex like I wanted to say. Okay, we got a question from my boy Naj, right?
He said knowledge?
Naj.
NAJ.
Young Naj. Okay, so he asked, well, no young, but just Naj, right? He said, why didn't Norbes start his own league?
Didn't I say I want money?
Yeah.
How many fucking millionaires you see in battle rap?
He wasn't in the chat earlier, so he.
No. It's all good. I mean, I don't have no interest in it, bro. Like I just told you guys, I don't give a shit about it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be known for battle rap. How about that one?
Dang.
To be honest.
But you would, if the money was right, you would join back with URL.
He said
I would never. I wouldn't fucking shake their hands. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
There's zero possibility of me even having a conversation with them.
Understandable. I'm off it.
So you haven't, and I'm only asking this because we've seen this on the Twitterverse. We've seen people somehow, some way associating you with that company.
What company?
Because URL associating you with that company as of late because they fired P. So they're saying that because they fired P, now this is a way that you can come back into the company because of how great of a job that you did.
Either. No, absolutely not. They don't have enough money to pay me.
Okay, understand.
And if I was to do anything with anyone, it would probably be ARP. That's probably the only person I was doing.
Shout ARP.
All right, bro. So what are the top 5 bloggers of all time to you?
That's a fact. Two want to know who your top 5 bloggers of all time.
Number 1, DNA 2.
Facts.
Number 1, DNA.
Yeah. He's the most original. Just being honest.
Okay.
Who's more original than DNA 2?
Nobody.
Number 2. I don't really watch a lot of these fucking guys. Angry Fan? I guess
okay. Shout out Cap.
Okay. Shout out Cap.
Jesus Christ.
We can go top 3.
Top 3?
You got Chris Unbiased. You got Piper Boy. You got Vlada.
I'll tell you this.
Battle True.
Chris, you got to kind of give Chris Unbiased maybe that spot because, bro, regardless of what that man goes through, his fucking fan base is crazy. They love that motherfucker.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I guess between Chris and maybe... It's hard, man. But I mean, maybe Chris, Piper Boy, maybe, and...
Okay.
I don't really consider Uncle Ra or Knowledge because they just record. They're not creators.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Jay Black.
I guess you keep Jay Black in there.
Okay.
I'll say that.
I had a feeling you were gonna say Chris because of your untold truth.
Nah, I mean he's the reason I said Chris because he's probably one of the most. He probably has one of the most diverse portfolios as well. Like Angry Fan pretty much has a show. Chris has had like mini documentaries and fucking lists and like regardless of what he goes through, he's like uncancelable. Like you feel me? Like so that's why I said Chris, and his resume speaks for itself.
That's a fact. Last question, Norbes, and because I know there's a lot going on, and we had you on for a nice amount of time. How important do you think promotion is for battle rap, and do you think that that's part of the reason why the shit is in the hole now? Because battlers don't promote, you don't see them doing trailers or promotion talk. Like because a lot of these battles don't have no storylines, but at least you can do is kind of promote the battle. All we see is just the car dropping, and then boom, the event's happening.
No background story.
I don't blame the battlers. It's 0% to do with the battlers.
Really?
Yes. Because do you think Vince McMahon blamed the fucking wrestlers? No, he went and fucking created another entity. Do you think fucking Dana? No, bro. It's your fucking job to market the fucking brand. If you can't market the fucking brand or understand who you're marketing or what you're marketing or who you're marketing to, it's the fucking league's fault. It ain't the battlers' fault. I don't know who fucking Eunice is. It's not his fucking fault.
That's true, but that's a fucking fact, bro.
Hello?
Because I mean the battlers can promote and stuff like that, but it is ultimately up to the company that's producing the content to advertise and market that shit. I mean, any business class will teach you that.
Think about it.
You know Presidential Dubs though, right?
Huh?
You know who Presidential Dubs is?
Don't do it.
Yeah, I know P. I know.
Oh, hello.
But I know P because I scouted P.
Oh,
I was the one up on Presidential Dubs to the forefront.
We go hard.
But that means you took a shit. I'm gonna give it back. But to be honest, if you think about it, you think the NFL blames fucking the rookies? No, you market the fucking rookies. You market Patrick Mahomes. You market Josh fucking Allen. You market these guys. It's your fucking responsibility. You're the one that wants to make millions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You market them. You're supposed to be the one. Listen, this is how we're gonna come on market campaign to push this guy. So if your company is failing, whoever the fuck you are, and you blame the talent, you need to blame yourself. Because it's your responsibility. How fucking... Can you imagine if it was the player's job to market themselves? They're not going to market themselves. They don't give a fuck. It's the fucking company.
Yeah.
Stop blaming the rappers.
Yeah.
I know a guy named Foots because of his name. I don't know what the fuck he looks like. It's not my fucking fault. It's not his fault.
No.
And it's not knocking, but there's other leagues. Like, if I don't know who the fuck this guy is from King of the Dot, your job is to market them. Okay. It's not mine. When fucking UFC marketed Ronda Rousey, they marketed the shit out of her.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Conor McGregor.
Exactly.
So it's on the league.
Yeah, it's on the fucking league. Absolutely. It's your job to recognize who's going to push your shit to the furthest, and you're supposed to be the one putting them out there.
That's a great.
They're supposed to
dropping gems.
That's a fact.
Their job is to perform. Your job is to let people know how good they are.
That's a fact.
Dang.
Hey, Norbes, we appreciate you, bro. Anytime you feel like, you know what I'm saying, you want to hit the platform to talk boxing, battle rap, whatever, you got the pass, bro. Anytime we live, whatever, bro. We appreciate We definitely going to be tuning in to your shit. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Because we definitely in tune with the fights as well.
In that football.
Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much.
No, I appreciate y'all. Whenever y'all need me, I hope I gave y'all some good shit.
Oh, you definitely did, bro. The chat says salute to you, bro. Salute to your family and all that. You and the family have a good night and be safe, gang.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Hello? He knows Prezi. Hello? He don't know no Eunice, huh? What are those people, King? None of them. What are we doing? We just had Norbes up here. Huh? What are we talking about? Huh? What are we doing? Presidential Dope sells records. He got scattered.
Yo, shout out to Norbes for pulling up. We had the legendary Norbes in the building. Hello. Squadkast TV has come a long way. Hey, Springz, we can add Norbes to that list of interviews now.
Number 12, huh? Number 12?
Yeah, hey.
Hey, Tooth, I know you about to clip that bloggers thing. It's about to go up.
That's a fact.
Just make sure you put that Squadkast TV
just went
on there,
up.
huh? Yeah, put that Squadkast TV on there, huh?
Hello.
Yeah. I know he's about to go crazy with this. The man didn't even name Jay Black though, huh? What is that? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I guess you could put him up there, he said.
Yo, Took and John the Don, whatever you feel
whatever
like.
you want, bro.
You already
appreciate
know. With impunity. I definitely appreciate you, gang. Shout out to everybody in the chat rocking with us for the 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We definitely will be back tomorrow.
On my song.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely gonna be back tomorrow.
We already 4 for 4. We go 5 for 5. We got in 6 for 6.
Yeah, that's a fact. We're going for the MJ. All right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I need 6 of them.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook too. I see Death Note, my cousin Shannon. I see Raymond Rose, Future. I see, like I said, my cousin Tiffany. So I see we got a nice amount of people on Facebook.
Mom Dukes pop up?
Huh?
Mom Dukes pop up?
Nah, she actually she has some stuff she has to do.
Okay.
Yeah. So with that being said, we about to get up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share this joint, subscribe, like, comment, everything. We had Norbes in the building.
Huh?
Okay. Shout out to Norbes. The man knows his boxing.
Man, Nas.
The man knows his boxing.
Yeah, he did.
The man knows his boxing. So
I want to see what they know about football. But yeah, we're gonna get to it.
That's a fact. Salute to all the mods, salute to Tooth and everybody. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a good one, gang. We up out of here. Springz, let me hear it.
Hit that music.
Let's go.